guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Q&A about baby number 4 and my 4th pregnancy. I asked on Instagram if anybody had questions because I feel like I kind of just announced this pregnancy like randomly and so far into my pregnancy. So yeah, I wanted to do a Q&A to kind of just announce and introduce this pregnancy. If you are new here, my name is Alexis. I'm a mother of 3. Like I said, I'm currently pregnant with my 4th. We live currently in Alaska because my husband is in the military. And yeah, I am soon to be a mom of 4. So if you're interested in learning more about this pregnancy, then keep on watching. Like I said, I asked questions on Instagram. I did a little question box thingy. And don't mind the background. It is raining today in July. It is like 60 degrees, super cloudy. So I don't have, I'm like trying to record in front of my window to get some light. My ring light broke. I ordered a new one, but shipping takes forever in Alaska. Literally takes like 2 or 3 weeks, so I don't have a ring light right now. But let's get on with the questions. Was this baby planned? P.S. Just have a bunch of babies, you make cute ones. That's so sweet, thank you. And no. So I was hoping this question would come up because this pregnancy was not planned, and I think that has to do a lot with why I didn't announce right away like I did with my other pregnancies. I announced like, I think I was like 12 weeks because I was so eager and telling the world. And this time around I was just not really upset or depressed about it, but more so like still digesting it myself because it was an unplanned pregnancy. Little backstory, if you were not following me, I had my 3rd baby at home. I had a home birth and everything was perfect. My pregnancy, like my birth, I got the dream birth that I wanted, so I was like content with closing that chapter. Of course, there's always like a mourning period I think that mothers go through when they're done having children, especially for me, who's somebody who actually enjoys pregnancy. I enjoy giving birth, so having to mourn, you know, closing that chapter of my life was hard. But once I did mourn it and once I got over it and accepted it, I was like, okay, now I'm into this chapter in my life where I get to do things that I didn't get to do before because I was having kids, and that's what the chapter that I was in. So then going back into, you know, taking a step back to my old chapter, which is having babies, getting pregnant, things like that, it was hard to digest because I had already accepted the fact that I was done having kids. So yeah, this pregnancy was not planned. Andy was supposed to get a vasectomy after I had my last baby with Anna, but he actually got in a car accident like during a field training at work, I guess. So he had a lot of appointments because of that car accident, a lot of things that took, you know, priority, which is completely understandable, especially the appointments that he was going to. So vasectomy was just not, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it just didn't take priority. It was just not on our top list. So of course, the one time that we weren't careful is the one time I get pregnant. So yeah, that's what happened. But yeah, we are excited now. If you don't follow me anywhere else, I announced that I'm having a boy. So I currently have 2 girls and a son, and so this will complete my family 4, 2 girls and 2 boys. So we're super excited now. Have you picked any names for baby number 4? And we have names in mind. I don't think we have anything that's set in stone yet. My husband may think otherwise because he has a name that he's just like obsessed with. And I like it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, I need time to marinate on it. I need to like say it out loud, like if I'm calling my kids out. You know when you're like yelling at your kids, not really yelling, just be like, Noah, get over here. Analea, you know what I mean? Arya, that's just the name. Those are my kids' names. I just needed to marinate a little, so I don't know. We're not there yet, but we do have names. We have a few names. I actually have a few names that I like. I got a lot of questions if I'm gonna do a home birth or water birth again. That's pretty much a majority of the questions, and I do plan on having a home birth 1000%. It just worked so well, especially having multiple kids in a state where you have no family to help watch those kids, because a lot of the hospitals here are only allowing you to have 1 person, and we are a family of 5. So that just wouldn't work out unless Andy stayed home. and there's no need for that if I can have my baby at home. So yeah, definitely a home birth again. I don't know if I'm gonna do a water birth again. It was beautiful and I loved the experience, but I did it already, so I'm kind of like, let me do something different. Let me just have the baby right here on my bed is what I'm thinking. Of course, when the time comes, I might change my mind. I might be like, no, I really want a water birth again. So we'll see. But as of now, just for sure, I'm 100% having a home birth if it allows, because anything can go wrong, but hopefully nothing does and nothing will. Speaking it into existence. When I talk a lot, I get out of breath. That's like the one symptom of pregnancy that I always get. I'm like always out of breath. So will I breastfeed again? So when I first found out I was pregnant, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna breastfeed again, because I had just stopped. Actually, when I found out I was pregnant, I was still breastfeeding my 1-year-old. So I was like, nope, I'm not breastfeeding. I'm still breastfeeding pregnant. I do not want to do this again. But I know myself, and I know that if I'm able to provide, I will, especially in those first few months or weeks when the colostrum is and the milk is like super like rich in nutrients. I know I'm going to feed for my breast, and I know that I'll just continue to do so. But at first I was really adamant that I'm not going to breastfeed, but then, you know, the formula shortage, and then just knowing myself, because I know that I can provide, it's inevitable I'm going to breastfeed. Like, I just know myself, and I know that I will do it even if my mental health is taking a toll, which I know is like the worst thing to say and do. But if you're a mom, you know you'll sacrifice anything for the health and well-being of your kids. So I know I will probably breastfeed. After 3 kids, what's your holy grail baby product that you'll use with baby number 4? So I feel like every baby, there's like new gadgets that come out. Like, you can have a baby last year, which I technically did. I had a baby in 2021, right? Yes, I did have a baby in 2021. It's like so crazy to me. And from then until now, there's like new baby gadgets that just pop up. And it's crazy that there's so much, I guess, money in the baby world. But one thing that I've always used and I will continue to use is a nose Frida, hands down, and a sound machine. I don't buy like the $70 Hatch sound machine. I buy like the $10, $15 ones off Amazon, and they work great. So a sound machine and a nose Frida are for sure things that I'll be using this time around, which I've used with all 4. I think that's pretty much it, shockingly, because I feel like, you know, I've gone through many baby products in the last 6 years of having kids. But yeah, I think those are the only 2 that I for sure know I will be using and can stand by and know that I'll like them. What's something you don't think you'll use with baby number 4 that you did with all 3? So hands down is a bassinet. Each baby, before this one, I had a bassinet, and I'm telling you, I never used it. My kids never slept in it. They always ended up sleeping in the bed with me and co-slept. The bassinet just took up space, clutter, and was used for like laundry, just like crap that was around the house, diapers. So for sure, this pregnancy, I'm not even gonna buy one. I think last pregnancy, I was gifted one, so I didn't have to spend the money. But even if I was gifted one this pregnancy, I don't think I would use it, just because I know that it has no purpose in my life. And I know some people love them, but in my case, we don't use them, and they just take up space. So that is something that I will not be using. So someone asked me if I had any cravings, dislikes. No dislikes, girl. I've been eating everything known to man. I'm hungry all the time. I'm actually up 15 pounds already, and I know I'm halfway there, so that's not terrible, but I'm pretty sure this is the most I've gained, like gestational week wise. Yeah, I think this is the most I've gained this fast. And it's due to the fact that I do not like anything. I like it all, and I want it all. And even after I'm done eating, I'm like, I need something sweet. So yeah, that's my dilemma right now. I like everything and eat everything. I was craving slushies for like a while, but I think it was just because it was so hot. That was what I was wanting. But now that it's kind of cooled down here in Alaska, I don't have that craving anymore. So yeah, I don't think I have that many cravings, but I will eat it all. So next question is, since this is your fourth, how has it been different from your other three? Just the weight gain. I feel like I'm gaining weight quicker this time, but that's probably due because I'm older and this is my fourth baby. Also, I'm not eating everything. But I think that's it. I feel like each pregnancy has pretty much been the same. I will say though, with this pregnancy and my son's, I had very similar similarities. Like I get this rash on my face. You can't tell right now because I make one, but I would get this rash, and I only got it with my son. And as soon as it popped up this pregnancy, I was like, yep, it's a boy. I know it's a boy. I had already knew instinctively before we found out the gender, so that's the only thing that I can say has been different or kind of similar in a way. But I feel like each pregnancy that I've had has pretty much been the same, like sickness wise. They've all been pretty similar. LOL, not a question, but can you do a video about finding out you're pregnant and family's reaction? So I wish I recorded my reaction. I feel like I've recorded my reaction with each one of my pregnancies, but this one I just did not think it was going to come out positive, so I didn't feel the need to record, which now I'm regretting because you guys, I was shook. Like, I don't think I've ever been more shocked in my life because I genuinely thought it was going to be negative. So I don't even think I had brushed my teeth before I took the test. I literally got up, peed on the stick, and was like, hair was still like bedhead hair. I was a mess. You know those memes where like you wake up and you have the tank top and your like boobs on the side and your hair's, that was me, because I was not even in the, I was like, there's no need for me to get ready, there's no reason for me to record because it's gonna come out negative. And of course it came out positive. As far as my family's reaction, everyone was excited. As far as like immediate family, grandparents of the baby, aunts and uncles, everyone was excited. And yeah, I feel like people were genuinely happy for us, which I appreciate and love my family for. So yeah, there was nothing that I could say was any different otherwise. Will you be doing a natural birth again? Are you nervous or scared if you are? So I wouldn't say that I'm scared because I know what my body is capable of doing since I've done it before, and I know that I can trust my body and let it do kind of its own thing. I am nervous in a way because anything can go wrong, and no matter how much I prepare mentally or how much I prepare physically for natural labor or, you know, home birth, there's things that can still go wrong. So there is that aspect that I'm nervous about, but I try not to think about those things because I know that I could do it and I know my body can do it. One thing that I am kind of nervous about, excuse me, acid reflux. So one thing that I am kind of nervous about is that I will have this baby with no midwives here by accident, that I will just go into labor and there will be no time in between for the midwives to get here, because the last time that I had my baby, which is my home birth, I was only in labor, like active labor, for like 2 hours, maybe even a little less than that, and it went by fast and I could feel my body pushing on its own to get the baby out. So, you know, once that's happening, you can't really suck the baby back in. So that just scares me because I'm not professional, my husband's not a professional in midwifery care or, you know, nursing care, whatever. So that's the only thing that I would be nervous about. But again, I've seen many women do it. I've seen many women do it on purpose. Couldn't be me, but if you do, you know, that's your choice, whatever. So yeah, that just kind of makes me nervous, just because, like I said, anything can go wrong. But we're just trying not to think about that because everything will go great. And that's just how I'm mentally preparing to have another fourth home birth, or another natural labor, I guess would be the right thing to say. A lot of questions if I'm going to be doing a water birth again. Like I said, I don't know. If you want to have one, absolutely go for it. It was beautiful. It was a great experience. I'm glad I did it. But like I said, since I've done it already, I don't know if I want to do it again, just because it does take a lot of room, like the pool, and our bedroom is kind of small. But I think it's nice. You know, it's definitely worth it to have one. I just might kind of want to try something different. So we'll see. I might change my mind, like I said. What was the first thing that came to your mind when you found out you were pregnant with number 4? Whew, there was a lot of emotions, like I said, because I was like already in a mindset that I was done having kids. So it was a lot of emotions, a lot of digesting and accepting the fact that this is my fate. I need to, you know, not really deal with it, but accept it and know that this happened for a reason. So it took me a while, like I said, to get over the fact that this is my life and I need to deal with my consequences. It was just pure shock. There wasn't anything other than kind of nervousness as well. I was nervous to have another kid. I was nervous to bring another life into this world because I don't know if it's just me, but as a mother, I feel a lot of pressure because I'm bringing pretty much growing 4 adults into the world, and I want to make sure that I raise good, genuine people and like good humans. So to have that pressure amongst 4 individuals is a lot. I want to do my best and make sure that I'm doing the best for my kids, and sometimes when my plate is full and I'm overwhelmed, I feel like I'm not giving the best version of myself to them. So to add another one on top of that, it was hard for me. I think hard is not even a good enough word. It was, I guess, stressful. But I know deep down that I was gifted these kids for a reason, and that I shouldn't question my motherhood because I know that this is why I was gifted these kids, you know, like I said, for a reason, and this is all part of a divine plan. So yeah, that went on a little ramble, but that was my reaction. What was hubby's reaction? I feel like this is a funny one. I like laugh about it because I did record Andy's reaction. I think I gave him the test, or I put a sign that said your pull-out game is weak. That was so stupid, but I couldn't think of anything else, and I was like, I just need something to make him laugh, and he did not laugh. I'll just say he was stressed, girl. He was stressed. So how are you mentally preparing for number 4? So I think this is a good question. I don't think I'm doing anything to mentally prepare. I'm just, again, telling myself when I have those thoughts of doubt, like, shoot, I'm gonna be bringing another human into this world and I'm gonna have my plate full. I just keep reminding myself that I was giving these kids for a reason, and that the creator, God, whatever you believe in, I believe in God, he chose me to be the mother of these kids for some reason. And even if I don't know why, or even if I question myself, he does it. So I just keep reminding myself that, and knowing that this is all part of a plan that I'm not aware of, or I'm not even know of, I guess. Hopefully I'm explaining that right, but when I have questions of doubt, I just keep reminding myself of that, and it does help. But if you have any other tips on how to mentally prepare for another baby, give them to me, because I would be lying and saying I don't doubt myself a lot. So yeah, I think that's normal, especially when you're dealing with an unplanned pregnancy. You know, you doubt yourself and your abilities sometimes. But yeah, if you have any tips, let me know. Last question. Will I be having any more kids? Hell no. Like me and Andy, me personally, our biological kids, no. I will not be having any more kids. This is done. Andy's vasectomy is not scheduled because he went to get it scheduled, and they said they wouldn't do it until I'm 3 months postpartum. But it is in the works. So those 3 months that I'm, you know, postpartum, he better not even look at me, because I'm not having another one. But I do want to maybe be a surrogate in the future. I've always wanted to do surrogacy. It's something that I've thought about a lot, especially lately. Of course, this would be like down the road, like when my kids are grown, not grown, but like 2 or 3 years from now. Give my body some time and then see where I'm at, see if I still have those feelings. But it's just something I've always wanted to do. Help a family, you know, create life is amazing to me, and I feel like the fact that I'm able to create life for somebody else and give them the ultimate gift. Of course, girl, the paycheck's nice too. But yeah, surrogacy is something I've been thinking about, but to have my own personally is not something that I want to do. 4 is good or perfect here. A family 6, we're good. So yeah, I think that completes all the questions that I had. If you have a question that I didn't answer, please let me know on Instagram or down below in the comments. I'll get back to you. I know I haven't been super active on YouTube, but like I said, girl was going through it. I was actually went back to school, and then I also was dealing, you know, with another pregnancy on top of my other 3 kids. So yeah, it was just a lot, but I'm planning on uploading more here. So if you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate you guys asking the ones that you guys did, and the camera cut off. But I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, I do plan on making more videos for you guys, so I appreciate the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!